Hello everyone, it's Scott, and today we're going to play Gruul Dinosaurs, a deck that I've been really interested in throughout the course of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan season, but it really didn't seem like we had a build of it that made a lot of sense given the current meta. But over the last couple days, I've kind of worked on one that I think actually is fairly solid, and let's get into it so you can see what we've got for our dinosaur brew here. So two sets of things we've got here going on in the deck. We've got cards that are there to help accelerate our mana to get to our larger dinosaurs, and then we've got obviously our dinosaurs that are there to really finish off the game. So our mana dorks here are Ixalli's Lorekeeper. We can get one color mana for casting a dinosaur, acting a dinosaur's ability. We've got Intrepid Paleontologist for 2. Again, it's a mana dork, and it's one of any color, and there's not the dinosaur restriction. But also, I think an important ability that the Intrepid Paleontologist has is for 2, you can exile target card from a graveyard, and you may cast dinosaur spells from among cards you own exiled with Intrepid Paleontologist. As long as you own the card. So if my Trumpeting Carnosaur goes to the graveyard, I can actually get it back with Intrepid Paleontologist's ability. And that actually is a pretty powerful ability that I've used a few times, and it really can swing a game very quickly if you've got the mana to play the card the turn you activate Intrepid Paleontologist. And we also have a couple copies of Huatli, Poet of Unity, and when Huatli comes into play, it searches for a land, and then if you have 5 mana available, in this case 3 and 2 red, you can exile Huatli, then return her to the battlefield, transform under her owner's control, and you get Roar of the Fifth People. And on chapter 1, you get 2 3/3 dinosaurs. On chapter 2, all of your creatures can produce mana, either red, white, or green mana. On chapter 3, you can search your library for a dinosaur card, and then on turn 4, dinosaurs you control gain double strike and trample until end of turn. Now, I've played a number of games with Huatli, and I've flipped her a few times, but it typically never gets beyond chapter 2, so I don't really know how good chapter 3 and 4 are, but if you can get to those, I think those are game enders if we're able to get there. All right, so what about our dinosaur package? So we've got Itzquinth, Firstborn of Gishath, and this is here not only as a haste creature, but also playing in the mid game, paying the extra 2 to have one of your dinosaurs kill something else, like a Shealdred. We've got 4 copies of Belligerent Yearling. Okay, again, trample, 2-drop, and it takes on the power of any dinosaur that comes into play on a given turn. So we've got enough creatures that have 5 or 6 or 7 power, and anytime one of those comes into play and Belligerent Yearling's in play, it gets to have that power. At the 3-drop, Scott, we got Pugnacious Hammerskull, which can be an all-star in the deck. Certainly is a great blocker, and can very quickly on a couple of attacks take out the opponent. At the 4-drop spot, we have got a very important card here, Hulking Raptor. And what Hulking Raptor does is it ramps you every turn. So this is something that does 2 things for you. And that extra mana allows you to get to some of your bigger creatures earlier in the game. We've got a copy of Rampaging Raptor, and you can pump mana into Rampaging Raptor, but also when you attack with Rampaging Raptor, if you do damage to an opponent, you can then do damage to a Planeswalker equal to the damage or that you did or a battle. At the 5-drop spot, we've got one of the really stars of the deck in my mind, which is Palani's Hatcher for 5 mana. You get a dinosaur that first of all other dinosaurs have haste, and when Palani's Hatcher enters the battlefield, you get to create 2/0/1 green dinosaur egg creature tokens. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 1 or more eggs, sacrifice an egg, then create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token. We've got 3 copies of Bonehoard Dracosaur. Again, flying and first strike, and if you can keep it in play, then on your upkeep you get to exile the top 2 cards of your library, and that if you get a land you get to create a 3/1 dinosaur, or you get to create a treasure token if it's a non-land card. And then finally at the top end of the curve we've got Trumpeting Carnosaur for 6 mana. It's got Trample and Discover 5, and it's really awesome when you play Trumpeting Carnosaur and you get a Bonehoard Dracosaur or you get a Palanti's Hatcher, and usually that's game ending when that happens. All right, in our mana base we've got 20 red sources and 19 green sources. So we've got 4 mountains, 3 forest, 4 Copperline Gorge, 4 Pugnacious Forest, 2 Restless Ridgeline to give us another creature, 3 Rockfall Vales, and then 4 Caverns of Souls so that we can make our dinosaurs uncounterable. In the sideboard, we've got a couple of copies of Monstrous Rage. We've got 3 Thrashing Brontodons. We've got a couple copies of Tranquil Frillback, and these are there to deal with the enchantments and artifacts that are common in the format right now. We've got 3 copies of Witchstalker Frenzy to deal with creatures like Shealdred, 3 copies of Tamiyo Safekeeping. In matches where the opponent has a lot of spot removal, we want to be able to protect our creatures. And then at the top end of our curve, for 7 mana, we got Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's an 8/8 with Trample, Ward 4, and Haste, and also Toxic 4. Alright, so that's our deck. Let's get into some gameplay. Alright, we are attempting to play the Gruul Dinosaur deck in Standard. We'll cast our Ixalli's Lorekeeper. And hopefully cast then Pugnacious Hammerskull on turn 2. Which we're able to do. And then hopefully we can follow that up with either Hulking Raptor or another Pugnacious Hammerskull. Schooner. I'm going to actually play Hammerskull here. Or, sorry, I'm going to play Hulking Raptor here to get mana available to us, so that way we can play Bonehoard Dracosaur on turn 4. Interesting to see if they take the Triumphant Chomp or they take the Bonehoard Dracosaur. Okay. In the big scheme of things, it doesn't actually matter because we're still going to just kill it. Get to make disappear, but that's not going to help them. We're going to let that go. Okay. Chomp on that. Because it was good. We'll go ahead and do this. Back to 11. And the question is, do they have the board wipe here? They have that. And we win game 1. Alright, so based on what they've got, we know they've got the Schooner. So let's go ahead and take out a couple of these. And let's put in a couple of Thrashing Brontodons to... Actually, let's go with all 3. So we've got something that can deal with that. And I think we're good from that point. Could have brought in some additional direct removal, but I think we've got what we need, because we're just, if we can put pressure on them, then we're in really good shape. But that's going to be the key, is putting pressure on them. Alright, go into game 2. Alright, this isn't a bad opening hand. We'll keep it. Hopefully we draw into our 3rd land so we can get Pugnacious Hammerskull down on turn 3. We don't draw yet, but Intrepid Paleontologist serves the same purpose. Schooner. We do get the 3rd land. I'm going to play Paleontologist here because I want to get as much mana down for next turn as possible. Denic. Okay, we get a land. Okay, we get a Lorekeeper. I'm going to go ahead and play Hulking Raptor here. Maybe I should have played Pugnacious Hammerskull there so that the schooner wouldn't be as likely to attack, but I think taking that hit's okay here with the potential next turn of then going ahead and playing 2 Pugnacious Hammerskulls potentially. Okay, so we're going to play 1. The second one. See if we can get that one down. So we're in really good shape now. Okay. So, in theory, we have lethal on the swing back next turn. Cavern of Souls would be great on our turn, so that way we could get Bonehoard Dracosaur down, but I'm thinking they're probably going to take that here. But we'll be able to play Aver's Intrepid Paleontologist, Ixalli's Lorekeeper. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and immediately just take out the Denic, because Denic's ability to gain life is something that we really need to take care of here. Okay, and then go ahead and play our Belligerent Yearling. And second Paleontologist. We'll go to combat here. Just attacking with the Hammerskulls because that's all we need to. 3. And I'm going to hold on to Ixalli's Lorekeeper just in case they somehow have a board wipe that I'm not aware of in the deck. Because that would be, unfortunately, a very disappointing thing to occur to us. They have a Sheoldred, which is okay. They have 2 mana left. So we should be able to swing in here and win on this turn. Okay, interesting. They're going that way with that. We'll take 2 with the draw. Get our life there. We'll play Trumpeting Carnosaur. Just to see if we get something that might help. And definitely it helps because Belligerent Yearling potentially helps us with the schooner. Help with it. Take the action there. Actually, yeah, that's what we wanted. Alright, got it. Very quickly, the snowball happened with the Dinos deck. Playing Gruul Dinosaurs, we got 1 lander, so we'll go ahead and mulligan there. Wow, we got another one. Alright, I'm going to keep this one because at least I've got a card I can play. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Hatcher here. Okay, we got a Copperline Gorge. That's fine, we'll play a Lorekeeper. Okay, it looks like we might be playing the Esper control deck or Esper mid-range. Okay, they don't have an answer for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and play Pugnacious Hammerskull. We'll see if they've got to make disappear. If they don't, so they've got to go for the throat. They have a high gent though. I'm going to play Hulking Raptor here, and I'm playing it pre-combat, so that way Pugnacious Hammerskull doesn't have a problem? Wow, that was quick. Okay, so this deck is going to be looking to bring stuff back from the graveyard. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. So we want to go ahead and bring our Frillbacks in so we can kill the graveyard that they have. Relentless Raptor, I think, is actually a good one for us. I'm going to take out a Yearling. I think that's all we're going to do. Yeah, there's not... Because all the dinosaurs are so strong, there's not a desire to really change a whole lot about the deck. And that's probably something I need to learn more about, how to more effectively sideboard for it, because I'm not even sure we've got the right sideboard cards, but I know we want the Thrashing Brontodons, we want the Frillbacks, because they do different things that are powerful in the matchup. Alright, going to game 2. Take the first one very quickly. Okay, this will be a little bit slower, but not much. Get a Ridgeline in play. And for us, this means we'll go ahead and Paleontologist on turn 2. Which if they can't, it looks like they might be able to remove this. But it costs them 3 life, so that moves the clock in our favor there a little bit. Get a Monster and Mentor down. I'm still going to play Ridge, and I'm going to use our Chomp to take that out. And that should slow them down a little bit. Sleight of Hand. Force, drawing some more. On to our turn. I'm going to go ahead and play Hulking Raptor here to get access to the 2 additional mana. So that means we can play Trumpeting Carnosaur next turn if nothing happens to our Hulking Raptor. And they scoop it up. Wow, that was very quick. They must not have seen anything that they felt like could deal with our dinosaurs. Alright, playing first, playing Gruul Dinosaurs. That's a pretty good opening hand for us. We'll keep that. It gets us to, on turn 4, our Bonehoard Dracosaur, which is a little bit ahead. If we can get another Mana Dork, we might be able to get out of even on turn 3. See if they got a cut down for our Lorekeeper here. Okay, they don't. I'll go ahead and play our Belligerent Yearling. Attack. Play our Cavern of Souls on Dinosaur. And I'm going to go ahead and kill that right here. Just because it's such a dangerous card for us. I just want to kill it. We do have what we need to get Bonehoard Dracosaur on the next turn. Hopefully they don't have a go for the throat to take it out.
The system can't fix
Draw on
everything.
this card.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Okay, play our Cavern on Dinosaurs. Play our Bonehoard Dracosaur here. Take our action. Get Belligerent Yearling 5 toughness. Or 5 power, excuse me. Okay, we'll get 3 of that through. Okay, now the question is, do they have removal for us? Can they remove the Bonehoard Dracosaur? If they don't, then we're in pretty good shape. Okay, good.
I know something you don't know.
Awesome. Double the abilities. Okay, so we're going to play the Restless Ridge here. Unfortunately, I'm going to pass on that. And I'm going to use its ability. That. Dinosaur can kill Sheoldred. Perfect. And they scoop up. Alright. Got game 1 there. We're playing against... It looks like Dimir. Based on what they have. They've got kind of the... core Dimir deck. So I'm not anticipating any artifacts or enchantments, so the Brontodon and the Frillback don't make a lot of sense for us. I will bring in a couple of Witchstalker Frenzies and take out a Belligerent Yearling, just so we have a little bit more potential ways to deal with Sheoldred. Okay. So we got a 2 and a 3 there. Okay. Wow, 3rd Chomp already. To get him down to 20.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers. Sacrifices must be made.
Right, so we're going to use 2 of our chomps to... Okay.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Well, that's unfortunate for us. Dinosaur. Chomps to get rid of their Sheoldred. And obviously they're going to be able to kill this, so we're in kind of top deck mode here, but Huatli can solve a lot of problems if we get it down and it can stay on the board and we can transform it. Okay, making us discard Huatli, which is unfortunate.
We all have things we'd like to forget.
And they have a cut down for our Yearling. Okay, we got our Lorekeeper. Unfortunately, we've gotten no we haven't even gotten our dinosaurs in this game. And we've played eight cards already, and we've gotten in a dinosaur deck 2 dinosaurs. So this is a little bit bad, unfortunately. Looks like they're going to take this one, but there's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Because we just didn't get to play the game. I mean, we don't actually draw any dinosaurs, and we draw our weakest dinosaurs when we do draw dinosaurs. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do. Yeah, and they're just going to do that, so...
Drop it.
Okay, yeah. They allow our Yearling to kill their... And... yeah, that's game, because we can't kill their guy. Alright, on to game 3. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to play on game 3, because we really didn't get to play game 2. Wow. So hopefully we're going to be able to get some stuff here. I am going to go ahead and bring in the Brontodons this time. I'll take that out. Take one of those out. We'll take... yeah, I'll take that out. So that way we can get rid of that enchantment if we need to. Because that did play a pretty big role in the game. Hopefully our removal spells will be enough to help us stay in it. Okay, we do have one of them, and we can start fairly quickly, which is good. What we draw is going to really determine how we play things out. Lorekeeper. And I get it already. Alright, so that means in my mind that we should go with Firstborn to go ahead and get some damage in. Paleontologist. Damage in. Be nice to get a 3 cost or more dinosaur here. That would be good. Don't. Dinosaur. Huatli here. And we got a red source. Okay, we can't attack into that. And hopefully we'll be able to Shealdred. Block with these two. The reason I'm blocking with these two is I want to get rid of that so it can't be a card draw engine for them, because that, along with Teferi, really hurts us. I'm going to go ahead and activate the ability here, getting rid of this. Not that it probably matters in the game much, but I'm going to get rid of it. Now we get another Cavern of Souls. We are flooding badly. Have enough dinosaurs to block and kill Shealdred. Let's see if they're going to fight here. Gix. Ship. Schooner. So we can kill... Okay, now we can kill Shealdred. Perfect. Alright, we'll play our next Cavern. Dinosaurs. Play our Pugnacious Hammerskull. And we're probably not going to attack on this turn because I don't want them to power up Schooner and use it as a blocker for their side. So we'll just go ahead and take out their Shealdred and call it a good turn. And they scoop it up. Wow. They must not have drawn anything good there. And we were about to start going off because the next chapter would have allowed us to go grab a dinosaur, which would have allowed me to go get a Bonehoard Dracosaur or a Trumpeting Carnosaur, and that would have made a huge difference in the game. Alright, playing Gruul Dinosaurs, we're on the draw. Good hand for us to start with, so we'll stick with it. Looks like the opponent might be playing mono red. Good news is we have 2 Hammerskulls. And I'm going to play this as a deterrent piece here. I mean, if they've got a removal for it, that's fine, because we've got Hammerskull and Hammerskull. Godric, some air. Alright, we'll take out this one. And they got us down to 10 already. Took us to 9. they can get Godric in the air. And they can. So, it's in this one. This is just stupid. We're not even playing the fucking... Not even fucking playing Magic. And because we have tap lands, we can't stop them in the air. So I think I have no choice but to do this. To hopefully stop a couple of things and hope they don't get something in the air. Card they want. And that's death for us, unfortunately. Alright, well, we'll go to game 2 here. We'll bring in our frenzies. We'll take out our... Now, we got to keep these in because we got to use them. Take that out. Take a Dracosaur out. Take that out because we're just not going to get a chance to play those cards. Yeah, I think we're going to take Huatlis out here as well and put in our 2 Brontodons, so that way at least we got a better blocker in those situations. This is going to be a hard match for us if they get to explode like they just did. Alright, going first this time. Okay, we got some removal, so that's really helpful. We're just going to take that out so they can't do silly things with it. It goes down to like 11. And then we'll be able to put Hammerskull in, and that will prevent them from doing a lot of stuff. Check. Pugnacious Hammerskull. So anything on the ground we can block up. But there's the adversary. Good, they're going for 1 again. Another Cavern of Souls, Dinosaur. I might put some bodies on the board here. We want to attack, but I'm just going to keep some bodies here so that way we're in pretty good shape with what they're doing. You just have to slow them down and get a full presence. Because we've got 2 kill spells next turn if we need them. Deciding to go this way. Hammerskull here. Rampaging Yearling there. So even if they do have the pump spell, Frenzy, but we're gonna have kills of their 2 items as well. We'll kill their stuff as well. Decide to get some help there. And if we can draw a land, which we do, we get to play Trumpeting Carnosaur. And hopefully we get something. Yes! Perfect card to get here. One, and maybe just scoop that up after that one. Yeah, because that is such a powerful card in the matchup. This is actually, I think, that one of the key cards to the deck, and I'm wondering if I really need to have 4 of it in there. But because of the potential mana problems, I don't. But the ability to get 3 bodies for 5 mana, and potentially 2 of those being, assuming you get to that first attack, you get a 5/3 and a 3/3. I mean, that's pretty good. Okay. Wow. I think we have to mulligan, unfortunately. And that is very unfortunate. And I'm going to have to send the Dracosaur to the bin. Okay, good. We're moving quickly. If we can keep Lorekeeper alive, then we're in pretty good shape. Okay, we're going to have a 3/3 adversary. That's fine. Okay, we'll fire up Pugnacious Hammerskull. And we'll use this to block something with their attack, even if they take it out with a removal and the creature. That's still better for us than block. So we don't have a Godric. See if they attack. Don't. Alright, I'm going to play Ridge here, so that way we can get one closer to playing Trumpeting Carnosaur, and we'll do the same thing. We'll play back, we'll play defense for a little bit, and try to build a board state that they can't really get through. Alright, so okay, they don't do anything there. Interesting. Alright, interesting. Like this. We're still 1 land away. We're gonna play defense. I'll build up some board, and that's it. And the Thrashing Brontodon serves a dual purpose, because they block etchings. We can take out an etchings if we need to with one of them, for its ability. Alright, it scoops it up. Wow. Alright. Another one of those victories that just kind of just happened because we have a great board state. Alright, and we're back for the post-game wrap. Overall, with the final version of the deck that I was playing, we were 4-2. Did fairly well with it. There is some clunkiness with the deck at times, and that's why I changed and added another mountain and took out one of the Restless Ridgeline, because 3 of them, just in the mid to late game, getting a tap land was really hard on us, and it prevented us from playing some of our larger creatures when we needed them. But overall, I'm fairly happy with the build so far. I'm not 100% sure on the sideboard for this. I think that the sideboard needs to have more in it that can help with removal. We've got the Witchstalker's Frenzies, which I think are good, but I'm wondering if I need something beyond that in the sideboard to help. I didn't really ever bring in the Tyrannix Rex, so I never really felt like there was a game for that. So I think probably pulling those out and putting in a couple of additional removal spells. I never actually brought in the Monstrous Rage either, because I never felt like there was a point where I needed it, because to me it was more like a win more spell, not a hey, I've got to get in a couple extra damage to win the game. So overall, I'm happy with where the main deck is, certainly, and I'm hoping to make some changes to the sideboard, and we'll see if we can make some in the future and see how that plays out. All right, so that's Gruul Dinosaurs. I think it's a playable deck in Standard, and we'll see where it goes from here. Thanks. I'll see you next time.